This video will walk you through how to schedule a meeting with the new Zoom Secure Classroom settings. So when you are logged into your Zoom account, you're going to click on Meetings on the left side. That will bring you to this screen here. Notice that there is something missing that you may have gotten used to seeing, and that is the personal meeting rooms. Personal meeting rooms were causing a conflict with the settings in the Zoom Secure Classroom. So we have removed the ability to use personal meeting rooms, but that's okay because we can schedule a meeting just as easily. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Schedule a Meeting either up at the top or over here on the side. Both will take you to the same place. And from this screen, you are going to name your meeting. You can enter a description if you'd like. You can choose when you want this meeting to start, including what time you would like it to start. You can also set this up as a recurring meeting so that the same link is used multiple times. So I could set it up to occur daily, weekly, monthly, or no fixed time. I'm going to choose to have it recur daily, and I want it to repeat every day. So repeat one time each day. I also can choose when I want it to end. So in this case, I want it to end on Friday, and then maybe I'm going to come in on Sunday night or Monday morning and change that date. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. You can also choose how many days you want it to occur. So if you want it to occur 5 times, you could choose this option here and change the number to the number of times you want it to occur before that meeting ends. This part is very important. This is where the security settings in the Zoom Secure Classroom are a little bit different. Okay, the registration, you do not have to do anything with that. I would leave that unchecked, but the security options are very important. So right here, you can see that there is a passcode required. It is required because it is grayed out. I cannot click to uncheck that. So you must have a passcode for your users to join the meeting. The good news is you can change this passcode to something that makes sense to you and your students. Notice that you also have a waiting room. It's grayed out. I cannot uncheck it. A waiting room must be enabled, meaning that the user has to admit the participants into the meeting. So they will see when a person joins their meeting, it will pop up saying, this person wants to join your meeting, and the host will have the option to admit that person. They can also choose to admit all if there's a lot of people waiting to get into the meeting. If they do a quick scan, all of these are the correct people, they can admit all of them at one time. The last one is kind of our very important one that we need to understand because this impacts how people are going to sign into your meeting. Okay, so notice this one is not grayed out, so I do have the ability to turn this off, but let's talk about those different meeting options. The first one is use for meetings with students and staff only. Okay, this one means that when someone clicks on your link, Zoom is going to check to see if they are authenticated through Cypress Fairbanks ISD. If they are not, they will be prompted to log in to my.cfisd.net. Once they do that, they will be authenticated, they can join your meeting, and their name will be defaulted to the name that is associated with their my.cfisd.net account. So this is great because then students are not able to change their name. They have to use their name that is given to them. So it's easy for you to determine if they belong in the meeting or not. The other option, if I click on the down arrow, is use this meeting for parents and public. This is to be used if you are going to have a meeting with people that are outside of CFISD. Because we have required authentication, they still will have to create a Zoom account. This means that if they do not already have one that they are logged into, they will be prompted to either create an account or log into their Zoom account when they click on your link. Okay, so this one, they do not have to be associated with Sci-Fair, but they do have to have a Zoom account. The last option, which is one that should only be used for special circumstances, is if you uncheck that box. That means that you are not requiring any sort of authentication to join. So if somebody were to click on your link that has your password in it, they would automatically be able to join your meeting. This is a wide open forum, which means anybody that gets it can join. Only use this for situations like virtual field trips or guest speakers. that you need to have students and someone from the public in the same meeting. As a best practice, you want to turn authentication on, and if you're using it with students, you're going to choose that first option. This is the best option to keep everybody safe and make sure that only the people that are supposed to be in your meeting are in there. The rest of these settings are ones that you can choose to turn off or on if you would like. Notice that you do have the ability to mute participants upon entry. You do have the ability to automatically record your meeting here if you would like. When you're done, you're going to click on Save to create that meeting. From this screen, you could start the meeting right from here. This is also where you will see your meeting ID, you will see your passcode, and you will see the setting that you chose for the authentication. Right here is your invite link that you can copy and paste to put into Schoology. Notice this link has PWD equals, meaning that the passcode is embedded in this link. So when your audience clicks on this link, they will not be prompted to put in a passcode. Everything else is all the settings the same that I have set up. I can again start from here. I can also edit this meeting right from this screen. If you close down your computer, you come in the next morning and you're ready to start your meeting, you're going to click where it says meetings on the left side, and you'll see that underneath of your upcoming meetings, all of your different meetings that you have set up will be listed. As a best practice, it is a good idea to set up a separate meeting for each of your periods or each of your classes, AM and PM. That way, there's no chance of kids in different classes getting into the wrong meeting by mistake. But again, from here, you can start the meeting or you can edit the meeting. So if you wanted to, you can edit just one meeting or all of them in the series. And remember, we talked about this earlier, but you can come in and you can change when the meeting is going to end. So if I don't want to change my link in Schoology, I could just click on the calendar and I could change it to next Friday. So again, maybe Sunday night, Monday morning, I come in and I change that setting, and then I just make sure to scroll down and click on Save. Hopefully these settings in the new Zoom Secure Classroom will help keep you and your students safe when using Zoom.